Hello friends, in this video I will share lot of stories with you. This video is going to be very interesting, so you have to be with me in this video till end because I will share my experience of letter writing. I wrote more than 10,000 letters around the world, and I will share that experience, that how I wrote those letters and what are the reason behind those letters. As in my early age I used to write comic skits especially for children's, and I used to send those comic skits to the newspapers, especially for those for children pages. And newspaper used to publish my comic skits, and with those comic skits I used to write my address at the end, and people take my address from those newspaper and used to write letters to me, and sometimes I reply them, and I continue writing comic skits, and I have a lot of collection of comic skits, and then I thought that I should publish a book of those skits. Then with the help of some friends I published that book with the comic skits at that time, and I think 1000 copies, and I distribute those copies free of cost to my friends, to some bookshops, so that because I want to become the popular, that I want to show the people that I have written comic skits, jokes, funny jokes, and I want to get the attention of the people, and I published that book and distributed free of cost. I did not get any benefit from that book. And then one day when I was in my college, one day I was sitting in a hotel where I was studying a newspaper, and in that Urdu language newspaper, and in that newspaper there was a advertisement that people those are interested in art and culture can contact, can write, and their address is written. Because I was interested, and I wrote them that I am interested in acting and in some art programs, and then they replied me that you have to pay some money, because we will do your audition, and your screen test will be done, and I somehow arranged hardly some money and sent them through money order. Then they wrote me another letter, and in that letter they wrote the date of audition, and where my screen audition will be done. Then I went there on exact date. I arranged the money, because I do not have the money for fare, because I have to travel on public transport, and I have to pay, and I have to stay in some hotel there. So I arranged money from my uncle. I requested him that I will get a chance, because he does not, he at that time did not know that this is going to be a fraud. So he gave me the money, and I went there, and they get my interview and screenshot, and they gave me some dialogues to speak and to act, and some I think footwork. And then they asked me that your screen audition and those everything is completed, and we will call you when our project will be ready to start to record. Till now I am waiting that when will they call me, when will they send me letter that our project is ready, and come and act in that project. So that was the fraudulent group. Their main motive was to collect the money from from newcomers, because people those are living far away in village areas do not know that these people are the fraud, they are doing the fraud, and they are only extorting the money. Then my interest become in art and culture, and I started writing letters to some producer directors, and in response they did not reply me. And then I make writing letters. Then I write my own news about that I am interested in art and culture, and I want to spread the message of peace. I want to make the movies, teleplays. I want to act in those plays, and I want to spread the message of peace, friendship, and such kind of news I myself write. And I get the addresses of whole newspaper, almost whole newspaper magazines, and collectively I send each and every newspaper my news. And there are some newspaper who publish publish my the news. And then I was noticed by some producer, and I got some chance. But main work started when I did my own production. I gathered some friends and asked them that we should make a project, and we then collected money, and with the help of those friends we make the first project. I wrote more than 20 teleplays and telefilms, and then so on. So we made a lot of projects, and those in local languages, and those projects gave me the popularity. Then it came in my mind that I should work on international level, on international projects such as Bollywood or British movies or dramas or Hollywood movies or some German movies. Then I started writing letters to those producer directors. First I wrote letters to embassies that gave me the addresses of some directors, producers, art related people, and they send me some embassies send me the addresses of people, art related people, directors, and then I started writing letters to them. But I did not get any reply from those writers or directors or singers. Anyway, they did not reply me. But I was astonished that I at that time wrote so many letters. If I write a letter to the director, I did not get the reply. Then again I write the letters again and again, but they were not replying. There are some those who are replying me. Then I come to know that there is a magazine, Signal Penpal magazine, and I send my address, my biodata, my curriculum to them, and they publish my address and my biography in that magazine. And people around the world used to write letter me by taking address from that magazine. That magazine name was Signal Penpal magazine, published in Finland, Lahti, Finland. And several times my address is published in that magazine, and people used to take my address from there and write me letter. And I also, after that, in some other magazines, my address is published in some Japanese magazines, some American magazines. And then the system of the era of pen pals started, and I used to write letters, and there are many people from world, from America, from India, from Malaysia, from Britain, from other countries, from Africa. They used to write me letters. There are so many guys who used to write letter me, and I reply. And in this way, I have an idea that in the time of 20 years, I wrote more than 10,000 letters around the world, in the country and around the world. Because sometimes I continue writing letters, and collectively I post 400 letter, 500 letter to the post office, because the post office was not near to me. I have to travel to city area to post my letters, and that was very beautiful period when we used to write letter. And you are requested to share your own experience, that you may also have written letters to someone and you have the old experience. Share your experience that the era of letter writing was good or this internet era is good. Make difference between two. what is your idea about these two, the letter writing period and this internet period. Write below in comment box your experience, and I apologize because English is not my first language. Whenever it comes to speak, I make some mistakes, but the main thing is that whatever I am saying, you are understanding. Are you understanding? Write below if you are understanding. If you are not understanding, then I apologize, and I will try to improve my English language in my next video. Please, before leaving this video, subscribe to this channel for next video. I Altaf Malik, and you are watching me on my English language channel. Thank you. Bye bye.